Hey everybody, welcome to my front door. It's Easter Sunday 2019. I am Fish Tank. You are my friends. It is so good to be talking back into the GoPro. I don't look at it as that. I look at it as I'm talking to my friends. I hope this finds every single one of you healthy, happy, and especially well this Easter Sunday. So a few months ago, I had an idea for a project. I've often said the coolest part about the Pacific Crest Trail isn't the trail itself, isn't the act of hiking. It's the people you meet, whether they be hiking buddies that you share miles and miles with, acquaintances you run in trail towns, or it could be trail angels and good Samaritans that help you along the way. So this video called Fish Tank and Friends, Where Are They Now? It's dedicated to a handful of individuals that I just reached out to. This isn't everybody. This is just a few that were off the top of my head that I was able to get a hold of. I asked them if they wanted to be a part of the video. Almost every single person jumped on board. So that's what this is. It's a video into our lives off trail, and just to give you, the viewers, our friends from across the world, across the United States, just kind of an idea of what we're up to now. I'll get to me a little bit later, but first let's jump right into it. You guys first met Jim at the Mill Creek Fire Station when he drove in and picked up young Buck to take him into Acton to where he could go to a doctor, and eventually had to go home back to Wisconsin because of a hurt ankle, I think it was. His name's Jim Jepson. He's an actor down in Hollywood. I knew him from way back in the day when we were police officers here for the Salt Lake County Sheriff's Office. He was my area partner for a few years. Ever since he hooked us up at the Mill Creek Fire Station with the great trail magic, the medical help for young Buck, and then if you remember right, I took a few days off trail when I was waiting for Feinschmeck and Chef to catch up after her injury. I went down to Hollywood and hung out with Jim. So I named him Trail Angel Hollywood. Let's jump out. Let's see what he's doing. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Fish Tank and Friends, where are they now? Let's go inside.
Hello, fellow fish tankers and tankettes. My name is Jim. You know me as Trail Angel Hollywood because I live in Hollywood. You first met me in episode 31 when I brought trail magic to the Mill Creek Fire Station, and then I took JP off trail. Now, I first met Fish Tank when we were area partners at the Salt Lake County Sheriff's Office many years ago. We had a lot of good memories then. One in particular was a high-speed pursuit with an aggravated felon, armed bank robber, had a stolen car, so we were chasing him. It was three cars in the pursuit. Fish Tank was number 1, I was number 3, and it was pouring rain. And we were coming along, and we hit this patch of dirt road, and I slid into the car in front of me, hit him, and he slid into Fish Tank, and everybody lost bumpers. Hit the suspect, took off his passenger door. I mean, we all had to get cleared from the hospital because of that, but you know, nobody was injured. It was fun, but there were some good times. We had some good times.
Where's my roll?
Don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs. The people you see in Hollywood. Crazy. By the way, if you think Hollywood's paved with gold, it's not. Now, I moved out to Hollywood about 8 years ago. I fell in love with acting. I love the industry. I've done a bunch of commercials since, a couple TV shows, even a few movies. But because of my real life cop experience and the fact that I own an LAPD uniform, I tend to get a lot of cop roles too. So, oh hey, look, my favorite.
Sorry. Oh, so good.
Gotta love Audrey Hepburn. how I'm spending my days can be summed up in, I guess, just having fun and enjoying life. I've got season passes to both Disneyland and Magic Mountain. I like to check out new restaurants. I love sushi. I even like to sew, believe it or not. I've got my own line of custom handmade sock monkeys that I give away to actors that I work with. Quite a few of them have them. In fact, they're becoming quite famous. As I said earlier, I love to act. That's my favorite thing to do, and I've got an audition, so I'm going to step into that. In the words of Fish Tank, I hope this finds you healthy, happy, and well, and wish me luck.
All right. Thanks, Jim. Yeah, excellent story. Hey, I love the sign on the bus, by the way. That's epic. Classic move. Thank you for that. Yeah, a little clarification. That high-speed pursuit, I caught that guy. That guy went to prison. So good times. I had almost forgotten about. I don't know about you, Jim, but have you ever looked back on... you left a long time before I did, but you ever look back on some of the stuff we were involved in and just wonder how it is we're still alive today? Yeah, we definitely played the odds. So, yeah. Hey, but killer. You know, one memory I have of Jim, and that's kind of the format these videos are going to go. We're sharing memories of each other. And a memory I have of Jim, and I'll just bring up just the obvious, is there were some nights we'd all show up at the precinct for a roll call, and no matter what kind of a day we'd had the night before or what kind of a mood we were all in, Hollywood always came in happy. So the graveyard Barker shift from Mill Creek substation, we'd all be sitting there, and every time Hollywood came in, every time Jim came in, he regardless, he always had a smile on his face. He's always fun to be around. Always made us laugh. Always made me laugh. So I appreciate that. Love you like a brother, dude. Okay, let's jump from North Hollywood and let's bust up the road a few hundred miles to Lake Arrowhead, California. You guys first met this next trail angel at Big Bear when he drove in and picked us up just to shuttle us around town to get our laundry done and pick up our resupply packages, and then took us out to dinner. You later saw him closer back to his home at mile 299, Lake Arrowhead. I'm talking about the one, the only, Scott Rundle, aka SASH, the short-ass section hiker. Let's see what Scott's up to.
Hey Fish Tank, this is Scott, SASH, short-ass section hiker, Lake Arrowhead Trail Angel. We're at mile 266.6. There's Highway 18. And there's the way to Mexico. Someone down there celebrating the birthday. I thought they were trail angels, but nope. Some guy just turned 60 or something like that. Hey, just walking up the trail thinking about you guys, man. Rebecca, Chris, Little John, Young Buck, all your trail family, and just thinking, man, what a cool thing you did last summer, and I was glad to be a part of it. You know, just something I aspire to do. It's not my time right this second, so I'm going to be hiking short-ass section hikes. And what I'm doing is trying to pick up some PCT hikers that need to run some sections that I've met along the way. I got a guy that missed Big Bear due to a fire. We're going to try and do that. Also going down to San Diego next week. Hopefully going to get down to Campo and do a day or so. So kind of met this chap. I saw a picture. His wife had put together Allison had put together a package. I reached out to Jason and said, hey man, I think what you're doing is cool. Let's talk. And we became fast friends, and I think we're lifelong friends. So I'm just trying to keep it real. Let me do Jason here. I just hope everything finds you well, happy, you're amazing, whether you're on the graveyard shift, whether you're in another country, whether you're in England in class, whatever it is. I just hope everything finds you happy, well, wonderful, and amazing. So I'm out here seeking the green light right now myself, and living out loud, and I'm wishing you the best. All right, my brother, you have a good one. We'll talk to you later. See ya. Bye. Sash out.
Hey Scott, nice video, my friend. As usual, you're out on the trail helping others. No, you know, it was really cool meeting you last year. I remember when you first reached out to me online, I was a little hesitant because not very many grown men just reach out to another grown man saying, hey, take down my number. You may need it someday. But those of you that watched the video, if you remember, young Buck Littlejohn and I, we kind of got ourselves into a little bit of a predicament. Not anything life-threatening, but we just kind of miscalculated our food going from the I-10 up to Big Bear. And I remembered I had this guy's number programmed into my phone named Scott. So although I didn't have cell service, I was able to reach out to him on the satellite and text him. And he was real cool. He took the time to explain to us that we didn't technically need to go all the way into Big Bear, that there was a cutoff road about 15 or 20 miles prior to that we could get a hitch into Big Bear, resupply, and then go back to that same point to start so we wouldn't skip any. And Scott even offered to come up and get us, but we ended up getting to that road and hitching into town before Scott could get there. But Scott came into town, he helped us out, he took us to the Cedar Glen malt shop, he put us up in a really cool condo for a couple days. If you remember on the video, we hit the hot tub, we hit the pool, we ate out every night, it was great. And all this was when there was a really bad snowstorm going through that area last April and May. So love you, Scott, appreciate you, and you are right, we are best friends, and more importantly, we're lifelong friends. So Sash, thanks for being part of the video, thanks for being my friend. All the PCT hackers you're helping now, I give you our thanks. So thank you very much. All right, from there, let's bump all the way up to Chicago, Illinois. Let's talk to a guy I met right the first or the second day on the trail. I'm talking about the one, the only, Maui. Let's see what Maui's up to.
Hey, what's going on? Let's see, after 4.5 months on the trail, I came back to Chicago and just been working and saving up that cash so I can get back out there. I'm gonna do Washington in July since I didn't get to it last year. As far as Fish Tank goes, I met him on first couple days, but didn't really start hiking together until the top of Hauser Canyon. He was sitting up there with another guy. And then we kind of hiked on and off until Big Bear, I believe. No, Julian. And so probably one of the funniest memories early trail with Fish Tank was we were at Scissors Crossing getting a hitch into Julian. This guy came and picked us up, so we were all psyched. But it turns out dude was halfway hammered, talking about how he grows out his blood. And this dude is right in the corner of these roads, and all you hear is and he's getting close, man. And he tells us he's on disability because he's like blind in 1.5 eyes. So this dude's like 3 sheets in the wind, blind, and he's like hitting these turns. And if you've ever been on a hitch up to Julian, it's not. There's no rails. So Fish Tank turns around and gives me this look, man. It's like, oh shit. So we made it though, and we bought him his next case of beer, and he went on his merry way. But yeah, I'm glad I met Fish Tank. Good dude, and I'm sure I'll see him this year as I come south. But yeah, take care, man.
Hey Maui, I had forgotten all about that hitch. I was going to stick a picture of the gentleman in the video, but I figured I wouldn't. But yeah, this guy was buzzed. He was way intoxicated, and I kid you not, he said he was on disability because he was legally blind in 1.5 eyes. And so I forgot all about that. But I do remember, now that you brought up, I remember because I was in the passenger seat, and then Maui was in the back seat behind the driver. And I remember coming around this corner, and I remember looking back at Maui like that and just giving him a look that, man, I hope you're good with the Almighty, because there's no way we're going to survive this. But like you said, yeah, we made it, and we did buy that gentleman his next 12-pack, and it was good, and we had a great time. So, man, it was a real pleasure running into Maui and meeting him. One of the memories I have of Maui, you stole the memory I was going to use. I was going to use the memory of us on that hitch from Julian, or from Scissors Crossing into Julian, but I'll go back to just prior to that. So here we are, we get out to Scissors Crossing, and we decide we're going to hitch, right? So he pulls out his Marine flag. He's an ex-Marine, and I pull out my thin blue line flag, and we put them up on our poles, and I got to throw a picture in there, and we're walking down the road, and there's not a whole lot of cars passing. So he asked me about my flag, and I asked him about his flag. And so we're talking about it. I said, yeah, this is the thin blue line. This is for law enforcement, sheriffs, PD, customs, immigration, you know, FBI, DEA. I says, it's just the thin blue line. It's the line in the sand. And I'm talking, I says, we, you know, we take care of each other. We're one big gang. We're the band of brothers. Right then, this sheriff's office truck passes. The guy looks at us and just keeps going. and I'll never forget, I kind of just stopped. And I looked over at Brian, and he kind of looked at me and says, yeah, that's some brotherhood. You know, he did it in joking. And then like 2 more cop cars passed, and not one of them stopped to give us a ride. So that was kind of a funny memory I had, is here I've got my flag up, and I'm going to represent with the brothers. And the only 3 cars that passed in like 45 minutes were police vehicles, and they didn't bother to stop. So, which always kind of blew my mind, but oh well. Hey, Maui, it was such a good pleasure getting to know you on trail, even though it was way early and not very many miles. I will run into you this year. I don't know if you guys caught that in the video. So Maui had to get off trail early last year. He didn't finish Washington. So he's going to start at the northern terminus. He's going to go southbound, and there's a real good chance me and him will cross. So if that's the case, wherever we cross, we're going to camp out. We're going to call it a day. We're going to get together. We're going to share a drink and have a little reunion. So really cool. Love you like a brother, and I hope this finds you healthy, happy, and well. All right, guys. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. This is going to be Fish Tank and Friends. Where are they now? Part 1. There's going to be a couple more coming out because I got a lot of other Fish Tank friends that send in videos. Do me a favor, if you like the video, please like it, please share it, please comment. I love the comments so much. This video is for you guys. It's for you, it's for my friends, it's for my family, it's for all of us. So to all my friends out there here in Utah and California, in the United States, and around the world, as I'm learning they're out there, thank you so much for being part of it. I hope you liked the video. Got a couple more installments of Fish Tank and Friends coming up, and hope you like those. But for now, you know what I'm going to say. I hope this finds all of you healthy, happy, and well. Have a good night. Fish Tank out.